All right, let's get to it. So it has been a month since we last played together.
I've missed you guys.
It's been a month. It's super hard on us. We cried.
No,
we all took a break, and it's all good. And so let me refresh everyone's memories. I had to go refresh my own memory on what was the last thing that happened with our game.
If you ever need help, just look at my notes.
Computer note. Oh, that's what I did. So a few interesting things. Of course, both of you, we know, were named the champions of your respective realms for the dwarves and for the dragons. We also know that on the dragon side, unfortunately, she's not able to play because she's sleeping and has had a rough day. But Emily's character, Estrella, has really had the strongest connection to the dragons. And as such, has not only garnered peace with them, but a lasting trust. And we know that you have trust because your side was gifted the dragon flute, this mystical item that you all are learning exactly what it does and its full capabilities, but they have entrusted you with another piece of Faunus's band, if you will, his instrumental set, this dragon flute. On the other side, we had learned from Kieran and his interaction with his own people in Basalt. Now, time had advanced, and a friend of his, Galeric, who was a contemporary of Kieran's, they were the same age, is now the village elder. And so we know that a lot of time has passed from Kieran when he was last with his people in Basalt, and even just how Kieran is in the timeline. He's so jumbled out of time that all of the tribe that he knew are all old elders, and there's a bunch of new young people who have all taken refuge within the dwarven caves. And they are working closely with King Fafnir and doing what Kieran's people have been known to do for thousands of years. They are mining gems, specifically to create soul gems. And that is kind of their big purpose, that as Kieran has been talking with them, that we've been uncovering, and there's still more to learn with that. We never fully finished the conversation. But the last thing that we were left with was with Grim, Estrella, and Keladri. You had all ventured outside into the marketplace. You had gotten a good group of people around you as you were feeding the masses with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And as you as you fed the people, you were asking questions about Faunus and about how people viewed him and what they were thinking. And one young kid, a teenager, by your estimations, a dragonborn, fiery red color with kind of these electric yellow markings throughout his body, wearing clothing that is tattered, but you can tell it's tattered on purpose. It's not old and ratty. It's punk. It's rock star.
Emo kid stage.
Hell yeah.
He got some zippers.
Oh yeah, no, he's got all like zippers, buttons, ties, and grommets where they don't belong. I mean, this guy is just, he looks like he came out of like a rock band, you know, maybe he's part of a rock band. But he kind of comes up to the 3 of you, and the last thing that we left with a month ago was him going, "Oh yeah, and you know my father? Oh yeah, what a dick." And so you have all met a teenager who claims to be the son of Faunus, or Faunrar, known in this world. And so that is where we will start today, in that moment, with Keladri, Estrella, who will be voiced by Eli this evening, and and Grim. So let's bring up some music because we need music. Music is good shit. What have I got? Let's have a little bit of this. Yeah, there we go. It's a little Celtic ditty in the forest. And so that's where we are now, with this kid who kind of comes up to you and he's like, "Oh yeah, so how much of my father do you all really know? Because between you and me, a whole lot of people talk shit in this village, saying they know my father. Oh yeah, we worship the great Thunrar. A bunch of idiots, if you ask me. So where does your lot fall? You idiots, or did you actually meet the bastard?"
Met him.
Oh, you met you met him. Wow. The mighty Thunrar. Well, what was he called? What do you know him as?
Honest.
Yeah, that's the name of a dick right there. Good job, Dad. Honest. He changes his name every realm he goes to. Thinks it's cool. Thinks he gets it in with the ladies.
If you don't care, can I ask who's your mother?
Is your mother a dragon?
Yeah.
Well, yes, elf lady. My mother is a dragon. That sees I am a dragon born. You have to be born of a dragon. Wow, she's real quick on the uptake. Look, I actually don't know who my mother is, but whatever. All right, I know who my father is. That's bad enough.
When's the last time you saw your father?
I think that'll be. He holds up a claw. 1, 2. Well, about 5 eons, I'd say, give or take.
You and Daddy are close then.
Okay. 5,000, about 5,000 years, or so.
And you're still in this. Okay.
I'm sorry. What does that mean, bitch?
I'm just surprised it's only been that long.
Is that a crack on my age? Is that what you're talking about? You want to go?
I'll pass.
I'm just gonna have Estrella just.
I don't fight children.
Oh, I see. She's got jokes. She's got jokes. Look, what's your name again, emo wannabe?
Okay, Hot Topic, calm down.
That doesn't work here. It doesn't.
I know. They don't know what Hot Topic is. My name is Grim. And you are? Do we know his name?
Grim, like the Grim Mistress of Death. Is that you?
That is correct.
Oh yeah, I've heard of you. Yeah, your name gets around in some of the other ethereal circles, the Death Plane. They talk about you a lot down there. All right, okay. I'll slow my roll. Apparently, you've got some clout. My name is Mordu Kavar. My friends call me Mordu. Mordu. Mordu, if you will, if you got an accent.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Look, you over there, the nice elf. What's your name?
Estrella.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
I was always attracted to the silent ones. You asked about my mother. I kind of lied earlier because I thought you're all dicks, but she's cool. I like the Grim Mistress. She can fight. If y'all want to know, it's a little bit of a secret. Don't tell the locals or freak their shit, all right? My mother's name is Tiamat. Maybe y'all have heard of her. Yeah.
Have we heard of her?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's heard of Tiamat. Come on. 5-headed dragon, queen of all creation, goddess of chaos and total badass bitchery. Yeah.
I mean, by the description, I think I would have met her, but
You have not met her. That is
no. True. I mean, like, she sounds like my kind of gal, but I was just saying, I don't think we have stumbled across her yet.
That's okay. the path you're on, you will. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
It'll happen sooner than later. And he just kind of like makes devil horns at you and sticks his tongue out.
Oh, buddy. Oh no.
None of that.
Just put that away.
Okay. I guess we'll ask him.
Give you all a chance to process here, so you can.
I sent them a gift.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, "Oh, buddy."
What are you doing here, Mordu? You silly scallywag.
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 All right, come here.
So I'm gonna ask him why he doesn't like his dad.
Man, that's a deep question to ask someone you just met.
Well, I feel like we're so close.
Yeah, we're so close. Look, I tell you what, I'll play your game. You answer one of my questions, I'll answer one of yours. We'll see how it goes, huh?
Alrighty.
All right, cool. All right, so I'll ask a question first, and then I'll answer yours about my dad. So here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Why are the three of you wrapped up in all this stuff? I can smell you're not from this plane of existence. You're not from this world. Okay, you guys don't smell like the other dragons. Ain't a bad smell. I'm just saying you smell like you're from somewhere else. If I had to guess, and he kind of sticks his tongue out, tastes in the air. He's like, "Oh yeah, y'all taste like Faerun. Been there a couple of times."
He asked why we were mixed up in it.
Yep, why are you mixed up in all this stuff with the dragons, basically?
Let's think. Let me think. Because we're trying to stop the rips.
Oh yeah. The tears up there, right?
Yeah, because as you've said, we are from Faerun. What did you just say?
Because he's like the rips up there, and she's like, no, the ones in your jeans.
Oh, maybe.
Alright, so you're here to fix all this shit. So you...
Well, try and to figure out why and where and how.
So you're here to fix my dad's mess. That sounds about right. Alright, you want to know why I hate my dad so much? It's simple. He's a bastard. I mean that in every way possible. But he made it his mission when he was younger to travel around to all the realms. He could do that at one point. He used to be able to come here personally, not just send his lackeys to do his dirty work. And as he got around, he met people. He's old, he's ancient, I get it, whatever, sow your oats and all that shit. But, look, I'm not the only child that he kind of ignores. He doesn't really raise his kids. He leaves us to mommy to deal with. And you know what? Mommy's a busy god, so I guess I gotta hang out on my own an awful lot. So yeah, don't have a lot of love for her either, if you could guess.
You hit it so well.
All right, I got another question for you peeps. And he points a claw at Keladri. You haven't said a single word since I showed up. I want to know
what love is.
Why do you smell like death?
Ooh. Why do I smell like death?
Yeah, it's not just like on your body like her, and he points at you, Grim. And she smells like she kind of got over death, and he points at Estrella. But he looks at you, and you just see his eyes kind of slit and narrow, and he goes, "It's kind of coming from your soul. Like, something's not right with you."
Well, I'm just gonna look him in the eye and just right. Just say it has to do with my family too.
Yeah. You got issues there, huh? All right. I won't pry. I know better than to poke my snoot where it doesn't belong, but interesting. All right. Well, I guess I can let you ask another question, but from her, not the rest of you. Any motions to Keldry?
So you haven't seen your dad in a long time. What are you doing?
Oh, me.
You just
You
kind
know
of
how my mom is considered a god of chaos? Yeah, well, she's nothing compared to me, if you know what I'm saying. That's what I like to do. I hop around from realm to realm and just fuck shit up, because why not? It's kept me happy for a few thousand years. It's getting kind of bored now, but then these tears started to appear in the sky, and I thought, okay, Dad's losing his power. The old man can't keep it up. And I thought maybe this might be a good time to see if I could take over, you know?
um
Yeah, I see you're all brimming with questions, so I'll ask another to keep the fun rolling. Do you even know what the tears in the sky are?
Do you know what the tears in the sky are?
Oh, you can't answer a question with a question. That's sneaky. No, I don't play that way.
But they're not just tears between worlds. They're not just a breakdown of the walls.
Oh, so you think they're a breakdown in the... Okay, interesting. You still answered a question with a question, but I'll let it slide since you're pretty.
Oh no.
Getting ever more vibes.
I just want something for Emily to enjoy when she watches this. Yeah, that's the start of what's going on here. That's what my dad told you, right? Like he's just the walls are coming down. Maybe he used the word incursion or convergence or like stuff smashing together. Does that sound about right? Yeah. Look here. This around you, right here, what's happening? Yeah, these are birth pains. You know when a mother's getting ready to have a kid? Yeah, same principle. This is the uterus tearing wide open.
I don't like this analogy.
And the whole question is what's gonna get born? Bet you my dad didn't tell you that, did he?
Do you have any idea?
Yeah, see, it's gonna give birth to me. See, we get the ability to change what's about to happen. A whole new world's gonna get made, and I'm gonna make sure I'm top god. That's what I'm all about.
Oh, I fear for our world.
With this new god power, what's your plan? I mean, what will you plan on doing to this world?
Well, I mean, hey, I'm gonna do what all gods do. I'm gonna make it in my image. I'm gonna make a place that it's fun. It's got a little bit of chaos, a little bit of edge to it. But I'm not into torturing people. I'm not some lower plane abyssal monster. I want a place where people can just let loose, be themselves, do whatever the hell they want, whatever the hell they want, however the hell they want. I don't want rules. I don't want worship or procedure. I want pure chaos, baby. I want them to. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was saying, is it possible to insight check him or see if he's lying or how sincere
Of
he's?
course it is. Roll me some insight. I just want people to have fun. What did you get?
14.
14. So with a 14, here's what you see. Despite his age, and you know he's got to be, honestly, compared to you, ageless. He's older than anything you guys have ever met so far, except maybe Thaunus. But of course, Keladri hasn't met Thaunus personally, so for her, this is the oldest creature she's ever encountered. And even still, you look at him, and he's every bit the teenager he's acting. Like, he's not pretending to be a teenager. He is. If you had to gauge him, you'd say he's probably 17 at the oldest.
I was gonna say 16, 15.
Yeah, he's in that range. He totally believes everything that he's saying, and you know that every time he talks about his dad or what's going on in the sky, you can tell that his voice drops. It gets a really serious tone, and his eyes kind of glaze over and blank out. And what you see there, you sense something that you recognize in yourself, that there's trauma. And what he's talking about there is serious and true. And then when his pitch raises, he's bullshitting, you know, he's puffing up his chest and looking all tough.
God therapy.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna ask him. Just in case we happen to run into your mother, do you have any advice for us?
Run.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got some advice for you. You pick and he looks behind you and he goes, your cute little tail, you pick it up, and you run the other direction. Because if you ever see my mother face to face, you're either dead or you're gonna be.
How big could she be?
Oh, how big could she be?
Hold on.
Hold 5 heads.
5 heads, baby. She's
Well,
a
how
boss.
many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She got 6 heads?
She got, yeah, there's one coming out of her ass. Anyway. I smell something interesting on you. Who's got the flute? Yeah.
For real, who does have the flute?
Eli, I think you have the flute.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was gonna say, I think Eli has the
You have the flute.
Don't tell him we have the flute. Well, who has the flute?
I've never even heard of such a thing.
Oh my gosh, he can smell it.
Eli? Estrella? Roll deception.
Let me see what her let me see what Emmy's setup for that is. Deception.
Disgrace.
Oh my gosh, she knows all these spells, but what's the deception?
Where's the deception?
You're gonna love chat later.
There we go. Oh Lord! All right.
The bad is bad. Good luck.
It's a Strela.
Of course it's bad. She can't lie.
That's a 3 with the modifier.
With the modifier.
What?
Par for the course.
Oh my God.
Ooh, man. So now I'm gonna say it's not Emily anymore. It's Estrella as a character that seems to draw out these low rolls. Okay, cool. Good to know. Mordu looks at you and just glares and squints, and you see a little bit of fire leave his nostrils. And he's like, okay, so you have it. Got it.
I'm gonna kind of walk in front of him, Estrella there for a minute, kind of pull her back a little bit.
Mm.
I don't want him to get too close to her.
Fair enough. You watch his vision go from her to you, Grim, as he readjusts his focus, and he goes, "So why would your party want that?"
Well, I mean, we were here anyways.
We were, well, shoot. Do we?
I think
Okay, we're not talking to him. Do you want to have a little powwow since you're playing someone else's character?
I mean, well, it's just like Caladry can tell that he's telling the truth, but he's also like showboating. So,
But we still haven't decided if he's helpful or not.
well, it's not like we're trying to help Faunus either.
We haven't decided on him yet.
Yeah, but I think for all intents and purposes, we're leaning away from it.
Yeah, I mean, we're about ourselves anymore because we don't trust many people.
we don't trust anybody.
No, we really don't because we've learned.
So here's what you're messing with, just to help set the stage and give you all a chance to. And I don't mind you guys table talking this, especially since Eli's playing Estrella right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you are talking to a god. You know he's a god because his mother is Tiamat, and so if you don't know who Tiamat is in the D&D world, she is one of the big gods. She is the big god, if you will.
I sent a picture.
Big, bringer of chaos and life and all these things. So him to claim to be a son of Tiamat puts him pretty high in the ranking of godly beings. It's basically like, Grim, you can feel Alexander kind of piss himself a little bit as he says who his mom is. Like it's a big deal.
Pull yourself together, Alex.
Yeah, I would be like, bro, keep it together.
The other thing.
That's compared to a person.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
That's a little black.
So good. The other thing that you now know, if you haven't thought about this, is that for Faunus to have been with Tiamat puts him in the same category. So all throughout his story, he has been with like Hylia, the goddess of Hyrule, and then he's and then in as far as Faerun world, he's been with Tiamat, the goddess of creation and chaos and all that jazz. So Faunus is a big player. He's a high-level god.
Yeah, he's a player, right?
So you know all of that as you're talking to their son. So just in case that helps you in your discussions. Go ahead, have fun.
Okay.
Continue.
Appreciate it.
Should we? He doesn't like his dad.
No.
He's pretty all right with his mom.
Well, he said he didn't really like her either, but yeah, he likes her, I guess, a smidge more.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
I want the three of you to roll perception for me, please. Roll perception.
Perception. It's been a mini.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit. What's that mean? Perception.
7.
7 for Estrella, okay.
Ah, damn, I got 10.
And then what was yours? 15 for Caladria. Okay.
Pull it through.
Okay, Caladria, again, you're making the most connections with this boy right now. And he is a boy, he's a kid.
This boy.
You look at him, and it's as kind of Grim and him are going back and forth and talking, and she steps in front, and you're just studying with the eyes of a sniper. And you notice that underneath the rips in his jacket, in his shirt, in his jeans, you see scars there. And the scars are patterned. And from your keen eyesight, you would say that they look self-inflicted. You look at his claws, you look at the scar size, it matches. Your tracker instinct is telling you he would make that himself from those angles. It wasn't a creature he fought. The curve of the slashes look as if they came from him, moving. So you can tell that he has self-inflicted wounds on various parts of his body.
Like he's not in control?
That's all I'm going to reveal.
No,
but
I was just thinking. But I know that did sound like a question.
Okay.
Hey kid, you want to piss off your dad? Come with us.
Yeah, you could hang out with your mom too, apparently.
Guess I want to ask him,
He's cool.
What would you like to ask him?
I just want to ask him just more about his dad. Like, I'm trying to think like how to phrase this so we haven't already asked.
What are you thinking about?
Yeah, maybe he can give us some more details on Thanos, because we're kind of, still trying to decide, like, get some info on him. Like, we're kind of on the fence, like you said, just a little bit.
So you want to know if my dad's a good god or a bad god, right? Is he a god of hell or a god of heaven? Is that where you're leaning at? Keladri?
You gotta be a straight shooter, do you got?
I didn't hear Keladri. Go ahead.
What's your dad motivated by? Not necessarily good or bad. What does he want?
Yeah, I like you, Cute Tail. That's a good question. All right, so here's as much as I know about my dad's motivations. Everything that he seems to do is about self-preservation, right? You've all been to his tavern, his Tavern of Realms, he likes to call it up there. That old place is built to protect him from the rest of the world, right? And anytime he needs to go and exert his will upon a realm, he sends champions now. By now, you got to figure you're not the first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what you don't know is that he's been sending champions for at least 1,000 years. That's how long I've been tracking you mortals who do my dad's bidding. I've talked with most of the groups, too. Always curious as to why they're helping my dad. What is he trying to do? Yeah, these tears in the sky, yeah, they've been there for a long time. You've just only seen them recently because they finally got to your realm. Whole civilizations have gone up in smoke as each of his champions have failed.
I do have a question.
Oh, please, Grim, tell me.
What is he protecting himself from?
Death.
Just death?
As far as I can tell, he's one of the few gods out there who actually fears death, which means he must be killable. And that excites me. Because if he can die, then he can be replaced. And if anybody deserves to control the realms, it's his firstborn son. He may not give a shit about me now, but he will, as soon as I figure out what makes his ticker tick.
Say that we could help you potentially with your dad. What would you, does your dad have any personal weaknesses or?
Did you say personal weaknesses or?
Weaknesses or holes in his protection?
Yeah. You. Each and every one of you. You're his champions. You can come and go from the realms as you please. Or have you gotten to that yet? Oh, spoilers. All champions figure it out in the end. You all figure out how to traverse the realms at will. You all figure out how to get to the tavern without Daddy's magic. So all of you, whether you know it now or not, are his greatest weakness. It's why I keep talking with all of you every single generation. Your kind appears. The best way to get to my dad is through you.
Okay. That felt like a threat.
No, not necessarily. It's just observation. We're all friends here, right?
Let me ask one more question here.
So far.
Do you know anything about the movie?
Anything about the what again? Sorry, it's kind of loud out here.
The Night Mother?
Ooh. Not every group of champions knows about the Night Mother. Oh, that does set you guys apart. Interesting. In 1,000 years, only 3, and he holds up 3 claws, only 3 parties of champions ever discovered anything about the Night Mother. Good. You're on the right track. I'll tell you this if you don't know it already. The Night Mother? Well, she's my grandma. Which makes her Thonis's mother.
Grandmother, you say? How interesting.
I thought we already knew that.
Well, you may have known it a little bit, or you might have even gotten hints for it, but it's true. That's where she falls in the realm of all of this. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you met the Night Mother?
Unfortunately, yes.
What did she look like? And you watch his eyes get wide, and he kind of leans forward almost like a little kid. And he's like, what did she look like? Like he's...
Have you never met her?
Have you never? Yeah. Never.
No, not in person. I've heard stories and things, but I've never met my grandma, no.
Oh, well, she's a lovely lady.
Oh my god.
She killed me and my friend and brought me back and a couple other things. It was an interesting time. I think Dawson died for the 5th time. And then Estrella brought him back. And then she killed me because Dawson just can't stay dead.
Kieran?
Kieran can't stay dead.
Yeah, Kieran. Sorry.
Dawson can't stay dead either, but it's fine.
Who the
Don't
hell
worry
is
about it.
Dawson?
Sorry, Kieran is a part of our group, but it's not here.
Uni childhood trauma.
Yeah, but what did she look like?
Purple. She looked like the night sky.
Old.
Did she have horns? Big long horns.
I believe so, right?
Yes.
Okay. Chris got me. Yeah, she had. Of course, she had the biggest horns ever. She's a great lady.
There's something you're hiding.
Well,
When you
I just met you.
Roll deception, Grim. It's not that you're hiding it, but you're not telling every detail, and he can sense it. So I want to see if he really can or not. Let's see your deception.
Oh,
This is quite high for you. You're good at this.
give me a hot minute to do the math. Deception?
Hmm.
$24?
Okay.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for you. He looks at you and he's like, and you can see him trying to sniff and look you out just to see if he can gain anything. And he goes, it just must have been something on the wind. Okay, fine. Oh, man. Yeah, that sounds how like she's been described to me before. My mother used to tell me stories about her. Apparently, before there was light, there was the darkness, and, well, my grandmother was one of those creatures that walk the night. They were the first dragons, you know? Dragons of pure darkness. Dragons that didn't need to breathe fire or lightning. And then the light came, and all the dragons changed. You know my dad's a dragon, don't you?
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
We figured that out recently.
Yeah. He's ancient. Ancient beyond all measure. And ancient dragons, they're a terrible thing to behold. Look, I get it. I'm a punk upstart dick, and I take pride in that, but the three of you have talked with me honestly. Not many people around here do that. Most people just judge me for the way I look, so I want to offer you help. I have no love for my dad. And yeah, right now I want to see him dead, and I want to take his place. But I can't be worse than him, right? I'm young, I got a lot to learn and grow. Shit, maybe your party can teach me something, but honestly, I just want to get back at the old man, and I don't know. Something about the three of you feel like you understand what that means. So if you want my help, I'll give it. But if you want me to piss off, then hey, no harm done. I'll keep going about my way, and I'm sure we'll meet later.
I'm gonna look at the girls. Eli, you're a girl right now.
Oh, yes, he is.
I'm gonna be like, make gestures and be like, yeah, right. We should take him with us, right? Or am I by myself on that?
I think so. I think it would be good to
I mean,
have.
he's got information that we obviously do not.
I mean, if he's a son of two gods, who knows what little surprises he's hiding? Might be able to help us.
And I feel like he wants to come. Okay.
I think we should do it.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I guess Grim approaches him a little bit, or I don't know how close we are.
You know, you're just like in a group, just sort of talking, so you can get closer if you want to, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to be like nice, but I don't want to come off like schmoozy.
Yeah.
But like he obviously has some issues, so I'm gonna like kind of put a hand on his shoulder if it doesn't he doesn't react poorly to it.
Like
he
a
doesn't
carrot.
react poorly. What he does is, as you touch his shoulder, you can feel his skin underneath his scales kind of shiver a little bit, almost like he wants to, like, you know, like he doesn't
protect
get
himself.
He doesn't get touched often in his life.
Yeah.
And so when he puts that hand, he kind of freezes for a second. You feel that shiver, and then you just feel him sort of relax.
And then I'm gonna kind of like, you know, come closer to him and tell him if he wants to come with us, he can, but it's his choice.
Yeah, I think I'll tag along. But I don't think the Dragon Queen would be pleased to see me. Her and I don't get along so well, her being such a lover of Dad, if you will, so I'll be around, even if you can't see me.
Ooh, I have a question. I have a speaking stone, correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna take mine out for now and give it to him. So if we need to contact him, he'll have a way.
He takes the stone in his claws and he kind of slowly holds it. And you can tell this is like a very gentle caress. Like he's touched by you actually reaching out to him that way and giving him something to stay in contact. And he's like, wow. Yeah, thanks. And he kind of slips it on. He goes, itching, it matches. Awesome, thank you. So yeah, boy, so much touchy-feely shit. Damn, fuck. Oh, okay. Let me shake that off.
I feel that.
One thing before I go. That flute that the pretty one there is holding, and he motions to Estrella. Yeah, I bet the queen didn't tell you, but it has the power to control dragons. All you gotta do is just play a couple of notes. Seriously, any notes that you play, 3 or 4. I can't remember which, but it doesn't hurt to go for 4. You'll control a dragon. Now be careful. Specific melodies will do specific things. But that will 100% put any dragon at your will. Yeah, I see that finger. What's up?
Question for the group. I guess I'm gonna have to ask Estrella to use her stone for a second. Didn't someone get a scroll at some point about something with dragons? I can't remember who got
I know
it.
we have a tablet of something about
A tablet?
Yeah.
It's about the Night Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I was thinking then. Okay. Never mind.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, just keep that in mind.
Appreciate it.
And if you're wondering if it'll work on mommy and daddy and me, it won't, because we're gods. So, like you. But I'm out of here. Pretty one, cute tail, and the bitchin' mistress. I'll see you all later, all right?
I love that.
You watch as he backs away, he opens his wings. And it's at this moment that for a split second before he kind of wraps them around himself and disappears, his wings don't look like a dragon. They look like a bat. Almost like a misshapen bat. They're not pretty, they're not cool, they're like an abomination. And he takes these grotesque bat wings and wraps them around himself and disappears into the air. Just poof. And that will end our journey on this side of the fence.
Gotcha.
Now we will make our way back to the dwarven lands, under the mines, deep into the caverns, with the people of Basalt, all having their homes carved out. So it is dusk for both parties now as the sun is falling. 'Tis dusk. Now, did we lose Melissa for a second? You good? Okay, just making sure. Which it's difficult for you all to tell below the mountain, but what you do notice is that there is almost this like fire sundial that burns, and you watch as one of the dwarves just kind of and moves it to kind of show the position of the sun outside, down below, so everybody kind of has a feeling of time, if you will. It's around this time as you all are talking with your friend Kieran and the rest of the village that the Crow Lord sort of comes into this cavern where the people of Basalt live. And you instantly see Valeric just kind of stand up straighter as in, "Hail, Lord of Crows! Welcome, welcome. What brings you to our corner of the mountain?" And you see the Crow Lord bow very respectfully, very different from how he is around Fafnir, where you notice he was arrogant and just bullish. And here, he's very genuine and very respectful to the people of Basalt. And he goes, "I came to see how all was faring with the mining operations. Perhaps you have heard, but we have uncovered the Arkan Stone." And you watch as Galeric's eyes widened, and he goes, "Truly, yes, yes. In fact, thanks to this giant woman right here, her and Princess Astoria. Well, the two of them, in one mighty blow, freed the Arkenstone from its prison. All is ready, my Lord Galeric, on our side. Are you ready?" And you watch Galeric hold his hand up and look at the three of you. "Ah, I understand. But they are champions here. Lord Fafnir has declared it, and as king under the mountain, there are no secrets from these three here." He looks at Kieran, Mud, and Yasin. "I do believe I trust them myself. We can let them in, if they so choose."
Kieran kind of like stands a little more respectfully, like as with his people, and kind of says, "You know where I stand," and kind of stands next to Galeric.
"Indeed, I would expect nothing less of a child of Basalt. But the two of you, Mud, champion of the arena, Yasin, Admiral of the Seas, where do the two of you stand in all of this? Do you wish to be loyal to the king, or do you have as many questions as I have about him?"
Ugh.
"Please be assured that if you wish to not hear the conversation further, I will take no offense and will leave as I have entered, as a friend. You need know nothing further."
Mud steps forward towards Kieran and goes, "I have my own questions about the king, but I do not question my loyalty to my friend." So,
"Admirable, admirable. And you, Admiral Yasin, where do you stand?"
I stand with, as Mud said, with my friends, and I'll kind of follow her, and I'll finish by saying, no matter where that takes us.
"There is a kindred bond between the three of you that is strong. In the chamber, you perhaps thought of me as a, well, the closest translation in your tongue would be an asshole." Just the way you're all nodding and smiling, he's just like, "I deserve that, yes." "It is a show I put on for King Fafnir. He's expects certain things of me. But like the three of you, and like Lord Galeric here, and many in Basalt, we do not fully trust our king. He has gone mad with his desire for the Arkan Stone, and I fear, now that he has it, it may derail our plans." You see, I mean to marry his daughter, Princess Astoria, and to become king of these people. But that will never happen as long as Fafnir draws breath. Do you understand now why I gave you a chance to leave? We all here are privy to the knowledge that King Fafnir cannot allow to rule for much longer. Mud, you questioned King Fafnir. When did these doubts come to you?
When a man is willing to sacrifice his own daughter for a stone,
That raises some red flags.
she just points down to
This is not the first time he's been willing to sacrifice someone close to him for his own selfish ambitions. Please do not misunderstand. King Fafnir was once a great man. He raised me as a son once, when I had lost my parents in a mining accident. He was there. He was kind. He was just. I became his man-at-arms out of loyalty to the king, to protect him. But the Arkenstone has clouded his judgment.
what is this stone?
You see Galeric step forward, and he looks at Kieran, and he goes, "My friend Kieran would recognize it if he felt it." He looks to you and he goes, "Did you touch the Arkenstone by chance?"
I did.
Ah, then you sensed the soul inside of it.
I did.
The Arkenstone is a legend, dear giant. But there is a creature housed deep inside of it, ancient. It is said to drive men mad with lusts for power and greed. Our king has shown these desires. They are the desires of a dragon: to hoard, to collect, to grow your wealth. If it is not already too late, I fear it will be soon, that our Lord Fafnir has succumbed to an ancient dragon's curse.
I have had too much experience with things in stones. So are we like stealing it or what? Look, like do I just smush it? Can I kill it? Like
I see now why you are champion of the arenas. Your desire to fight and to win is strong, but
mud does not lose.
indeed, against an ancient dragon, I fear you would be a
Yasin's just
There is strength in you all, I can sense. The stone reflects your power. The curse is one that cannot be purified without killing the host. Is why we have talked of ending the reign of King Fafnir. It has attached to him. When he dies, the spirit will release with nothing to attach to. And then we can begin our next phase of the operation. Yes, Master at Arms? Of course. Phase 2 would then be a go. The full army would be in support of you, Lord Galaric. Good.
What if there was another way? And I'll use my final attempt, or like final ability to kind of like showcase the spirit power.
Ah, Kieran. My friend. I did not realize that you had stepped on this path. We talked about the spirit Genasi as children. Stories and legends that we would be told in bedtime, and we would recount them to each other as we played. That you have become one, so young. Do you know where your path will end, Kieran?
All paths end eventually.
No. There could be a way, if I understand your meaning, to perhaps purify the stone without killing the king. But I wonder if there is anything left of the king to save, or if his mind is fully lost to madness. Do not make your next steps lightly, Kieran.
Mud looks at Kieran and goes, will this possibly hurt you?
I'll kind of turn to both of them, but kind of also to Galeric and be like, you remember that day when we went to the far edge of the woods and we found the corruption that was straining the life of a deer? We thought that it couldn't be saved then. It's very difficult to extract the life force, but I think we could do it, maybe together.
Well, I won't pretend to know what you all are talking about. I am a warrior, not a mage or even a speaker of rock. There are dwarves who speak to the stone. But I will say this. If there is a chance to save the king, there's a chance worth taking. Now, Galeric, is there anything you need from me or my men for phase 2 to go without a hitch? I think we have all that we need. So long as we are in possession of the Arcan Stone, we will forge a new soul. And this soul stone will get my people home. You watch as the Crow Lord nods at Galeric. Well, then I bid you all a good night. In the morning we will travel to Yggdrasil. Kieran, Yasin, Ladrim. I will accompany you along with a battalion of my men. And I have no doubt that King Fafnir will join us as well, along with the Arkenstone. I ask that you follow my lead. And hopefully all will end as it should. If you see Princess Astoria tonight, give her my love. I will retire. And with that, you watch as the Crow Lord bows dramatically with his feathered cape and turns to leave. Galeric looks at the three of you. Our home is your home. Please feel free to eat, rest, prepare yourselves for the morning. Kieran and I also will accompany the group on this voyage. They will need my expertise with the Arkenstone and my help with forging the new Soulstone. As you know from our past, my time is brief. When the Soulstone is forged, we will say our final goodbye. Is there anything else the three of you need? Any questions you may have? Any provisions we might supply?
Tungsten ore. I do need a fair bit of that for another project I'm working on, and I'll kind of pull out the plans, kind of distracting from the little bit of a darker topic.
Yes.
Of a day.
Kieran, how I missed your tinkerings. Oh, these are quite ingenious. Look at this. Oh. And that would connect there, and he's like talking with you and looking over the plans, but in the end he goes, yes, we have what you need. It is yours. I will, and he turns and looks, you, the tungsten ore that we have in reserve, yes, if you would grab that case, please, for my brother here. He could use it. And you see this younger Earth Genasi kind of nod and, of course, and runs off and comes back with kind of a small case with tungsten ore in it. And you could transfer the ore to your satchel. Mud might need to carry some in hers as well, so that you have everything that you need, but it's there.
Thank you, my friend.
Which means Kieran, once you connect with the other party and grab their scales, you now have everything. Your list of goodies is complete.
Mud's not gonna let Kieran get off that easily. With him just being like, oh, you know, it's okay. I'm just gonna go die again. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's gonna be like, look, I understand. Nothing really ties any of us back to where we came from. But, I mean, I am willing to do war crimes. If it means that you live, it's okay. I will go kill someone. It's fine.
There is a way. It's not always end in death. I know this wouldn't be my first time. And maybe there could be a method of extraction of the influence of the Arkenstone. It could be tricky, could be difficult. Everything has an effect, but it could work. And I feel that being here, seeing my fellow family members from Basalt, feeling their presence, feeling the friendship that I have built along the way, maybe I could muster up the strength to save this king.
Well, if you need extra strength, know where to get it. No.
Is there anything else the party would like to do on this side? Any other questions to ask either of Galeric, each other, anything you all wish to do? Do you wish to go explore and find anybody you wish to talk to? Like, anything's open.
I'm gonna actually ask Galeric, is there anywhere in this amazing dwarven place that I could get a decent set of armor?
In fact, There is. If you, and he kind of pulls out a map. Well, you can tell that he's kind of drawn himself a lot of the twisting caverns and things like that. And he kind of points you in a certain direction. He goes, "You head over to this intersection, make a right, and continue into this cavern here." And he points up, kind of circles it there with a little bit of coal that he has in his hand. It's like coal looking pencil-y thing, you know, like a coal thing. It's coal. He's got coal in his hands. Like there's a word, I don't have it. He goes, "You can meet the dwarven smith there. She is, well, she doesn't come cheap, but some of the finest craftsmanship I've seen on armor. You can talk to her."
Anyone care to join? I look at Mud and Yasin.
I'll go with.
I'll go. But I'm also like, I'm not there for armor. If I see somebody interesting, I might just like wander off.
All right, cool.
Most likely, if I see the princess, I'm going to. Like.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because as you all coal mines, everything's being mined down there. Melissa, like, he just has coal for smudging things and drawing and stuff like that. You know, like coal rubbins. As you all make your way, you know, through the path, and Kieran's like looking and like following this, you know, smudge mark that his friend left for him. You also find walking beside you, coming from another turn, is Princess Astoria, and she kind of looks at you, Mud. She goes, "Oh, hello, Mud. The rest of you, champions. I take it you're making your way to the armorer, yes? Perhaps looking for new gear."
Indeed.
These guys think they need more.
Well, it never hurts to have the Mistress Yaga look over your wares. In fact, I'm going to her myself to make sure that she holds up her shield and kind of bangs against it twice. Boom, boom. Just make sure that it is good enough for the journey ahead. The World Tree is a place of great danger, so best to make sure you're fully prepared. And as you kind of all lockstep together, you enter Mistress Yaga's Chamber of Molten Majesty. That is the name on the sign that you see above Mistress Yaga's Chamber of Molten Majesty, with a little trademark sign next to it, you know, and all that jazz. Inside, you see this completely gray-haired, older dwarf woman. She is wearing big gloves to protect herself from the heat of the furnace that she's working with, as she is kind of working the metals and stuff around there. You do notice, though, that she is only wearing an apron, like this kind of, you know, to protect you from fire and kind of drippage and things like that. Just an apron. You can tell it's just an apron because when she turns from you, there are two rosy cheeks that just kind of look at you from the other side, and then she turns back as she takes the sword out of the furnace and starts to hammer away on the anvil with her big hammer. Wrinkly face, but her body, as you can see, a good deal of it is actually very taut. A lot of muscles and stuff everywhere. Again, as she turns to put the sword back into the fire, you can see that her cheeks are rather, you know, firm and very rosy. And then she turns back and she looks up and she goes, "Ah, Princess Astoria, and the champions of His Holiness King Fafnir. Welcome to Mistress Yaga's Chamber of Molten Majesties. Feel free to take your clothes off if you want. It's hot as balls in here." Whoosh, whoosh.
Mud just starts taking off her jacket. like giant jacket and just kind of like puts it down, and she's like, she thinks about it. Then she's like, no, I'm good.
Suit yourself. Please feel free. There's a if you want to be nude, be nude. I find it rather freeing myself. Burn myself a couple of times, but hey, you get better at it real fast when it hits the nips. You know what I mean? Anyway, what can I do for you?
I'll just kind of like cut my chainmail piece off. That, by the way, for everybody who doesn't know, it gives me disadvantage on every stealth roll, and that's why I want to get rid of it.
Nice.
This just doesn't seem to be. I need a suit. I knew. Oh, no, sorry.
Nude.
Okay. She kind of takes it from you, and as she reaches, you just get a little graze of side boob that you kind of see, but you notice that it's like it goes way further down. It's.
No.
She's an old dwarf. Everything's low to the ground, but she kind of reaches and grabs the chainmail from you, and she goes, "Oh, I see. Starts to like chew on the metal and look at ting, ting, ting.
My new favorite NPC.
She hits and she's like, "Yeah, it's not bad, but it's kind of shit." Yeah, no, it's. I mean, I guess you can't stealth for damn in this, can you?
Yeah, it's not very. It's quite jingly.
Yeah, no, yeah, ching, 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 and as she jingles it, it's like an ocean underneath her tunic, and just everything just starts to jiggle, and like, yeah, no, that's a
so glad she has an
stop,
apron
lady, shit, just don't move. When you get to be my age, things don't stop quickly.
Mud's just over there like.
She looks at it, and she goes, "Enjoy your firmness, okay? Your biceps you can keep, your ass cheeks, that's not too hard, but these bitties." Nah, gravity's gonna take them and drag them down to your knees. I don't care what you do.
Proper support? No, okay.
Yeah, support. Whatever. At my age, who gives a crap? Anyway, you sir, what's your name, young Earth Genasi?
Kieran.
Kieran. Well, what you looking for? What do you need? What do you want?
I need a lighter set of armor.
Okay.
Probably something.
She reaches behind her and pulls out a notepad. You have no idea from where, and she pulls a pencil out from between her cleavage and just starts taking notes. Lighter armor, got it. Yep, lighter. What else?
We are going into battle against dragons. I'm sure over the years you've perfected some form of mail that can at least keep from spikes. A little bit of piercing protection.
Okay. Fire, good. No pokage. Okay, got it.
Pokage.
Don't want to be poked, don't want to be set on fire, you want it to be light. I'll give you one more. What else do you want?
Sparkles.
Sparkles. Yeah, if you're happy with that, boy, it's okay. You don't have to take all, 3.
Does it come in black?
Or
disappearing into the shadows, keeping myself just a little bit more.
I see.
Kieran goes rogue.
You want to be one of those sneaky boys, like the ones that used to visit me in the night when I was young. Okay.
Oh, darling, dear.
You'll find dwarven corpses is we're very open about pretty much everything, at least some of us are.
Goliaths are not much different.
Yeah, we called Goliaths the never nudes back where I came from. Your culture had a hard time getting naked,
There's a lot of naked.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot, but oh man.
I mean,
I'm
showing a lot for a Goliath. I'm not gonna.
You are. It's very impressive. It's very progressive.
Look at these tattoos right here. Look at
That's
that.
good, and you got a gorgeous set of abs. I tell you, if you ever seen a Goliath, you probably never have, but a nude Goliath, running through the mountains. Oh, it is a thing of beauty. I saw it once. I could have died at that moment, a happy girl. You just so many things rippling and moving and just taut. You know what I'm saying? Just taut. It's so good. Yeah. Anyway, yes, it comes in black, and we can work the stealth aspect for you. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem.
Well, I appreciate it. We've heard from around that you're the best, the best, the best.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, no one does it better than me. At least not in these parts. All right, cool. I take it in the morning. You're going to be going on the mission with the king and Master at Arms and the rest of them. Yes.
Yes, we will be departing in the morning. I know it's a quick turnaround, and I'll give her 60 gold pieces as a beginning intro.
My boy, I would have done it for free, but I will gladly take this as a tip. And that's mighty kind of you. And she just kind of pulls back her apron and just lets it like jingle fall, and you hear it like you think it's gonna hit the floor, but it doesn't. It does not hit the. It's there. It wedges, and it's good. And she goes, "Well, I'll make sure to have that delivered straight to your longship before you all head out. It might take me all night, but I love a good project like this, and I will take this and turn it into something you can be proud of. Don't worry."
Well, we are greatly appreciative.
Well, what about my other two champions here? Is there anything?
Mud's just gonna like push Yasin forward.
The blue boy. Yes, I've heard your name whispered around these halls. Apparently, the great Admiral Yasin and the mighty Mud are quite good at magic. I've heard from some of the other dwarves that you're just amazing magicians. Do something for me, please. I just want to see.
I'll do that trick where I have like the gold coin, and then I like make it disappear, and then I'll pull it out of Mud's ear.
Oh, wizardry! That's yes. The other dwarves weren't kidding. You're amazing. Well, what can I do for you, my fine pretty boy? Tell me, what do you need from old Yaga?
Well, I guess I kind of want to follow suit with Kieran and get some armor or mail that's heat resistant and good against pokage.
All right. So, kind of a similar order. Do you want me to make you mail like that you would wear underneath your fine pirate shirt there? That would cover up those really pretty set of pecs that you've got there. But you can if you want, or I might be able to work something into that admiral's jacket you're wearing. Maybe I could reinforce it a couple of ways. Hey, your call.
I think I'll go with the under armor.
Underarm. All right, that's fine. Not a problem. All right, I'll come up with something for sure. It'll be very similar to his, since you haven't given me much else, but good against pokage. Black as well for you. Is that the color of choice?
Sure.
All right, two black chainmails coming right up. Not a problem. And what about you, my tall Goliath woman? What can I do for you?
She picks up her jacket she took off. I already have this. It's pretty great. I'm not going to lie.
If I see that for a second, thank you. Fuck, okay. You're Goliath, all right. I got it. Okay. Quick resistance. Not bad. It's not bad. But I bet you wished it did a little bit more than just gave you resistance against crits, huh?
There's more?
Tell you what I could do. I could take this jacket here and add an enchantment to it. Bet you didn't know I could enchant, huh? That's right, at Yaga's, I can enchant the pants off a dwarf.
I don't tend to like magic.
I understand. Not many dwarves do either. Believe it or not, most of us aren't gifted with magic, but I have a touch for enchantment. It's not quite the same. What I can do is imbue your coat here with the ability to do once per day now. It takes time to recharge, but I could give you the ability to not die. Ever been in a fight where you've come close to death?
They are rare, but
Yeah, well, if you wear this jacket with one of old Yaga's enhancements on it, my enchantment, if you will. Enchantment. Yeah, he's here too somewhere, little bastard. That time where death comes knocking for you, yeah, well, jacket will say no. You'll get up. You only have 1 HP, and it's only going to work once per day, but in a fight, it'll give you an edge.
Mud just reaches back and like gives her whole purse, like just holds her whole purse out and just like, take my money.
Take my money.
Take it. Take it. Take it.
She reaches inside the purse of money that you have and pulls out another 60 coins, like she got from Kieran, as a tip. All I need, you keep the rest. And I will make sure that the
gold?
3... Yeah, 60 gold.
Okay, I just need it.
And I'll make sure the 3 of you have the finest pair of Yaga's armor any of you has ever seen. And I'll look at your shield as well, princess. I know you're here for that. As if my work could ever get tarnished. Oh, just saying, I'd like it if you look at it. I get it here. And smack, 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 ding, ding. It's good! Take that shit back. It can't get any better than perfect. Anything else I could do for the 3 of you? The next one isn't free, mind you, if you need more, but just saying.
That is good.
I'm
Like not dying. It's good.
It's a good thing. It's come in handy. A couple of my boyfriends had that on them, and they didn't die either. Would have been embarrassing, but what a way to go, right? And she knows what I mean. Always be on top, baby. Okay, now, if the 3 of you don't need anything else, kindly shoo, princess, with all due respect, shoo, and let an old woman get to work.
Mud doesn't like leaving her jacket, but she's like,
Girl, it'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll take care of it like it was my own ass cheek.
She seems satisfied by that answer, and she leaves. And she tries to catch up with the princess.
The 2 of you leaving as well, Kieran and Yasin?
I don't think they want that show anymore. I'm just saying.
Because now at this point, she just turns and it's just jiggly cheeks now as she's, working on the armor, and that's all it is now. It's just the jiggly cheek show.
As we're all leaving, I'm just kind of like, well, that was very dwarven.
I have not been around many dwarves, but yes, very, very dwarven.
The princess turns to all of you as you're all walking. She goes, "That was on one of her good days, by the way. Most of the time, she works completely naked, just nude, all there, and it's hard to talk. I'm going to say it's hard to talk to her when she's in that way. At least she was dressed for company."
How kind. Very, very kind of her.
Yeah, dwarves don't age gracefully. Let's just put it that way.
May I speak with you?
Of course.
Mud just gives a little not so subtle look around to make sure nobody else is there.
Roll.
Oh my goodness, I forgot my tablet. So everything's on here.
No, you're good. Roll deception. And
That's a lot of deception today.
It is. Y'all are being sneaky. Yeah, deception. Or no. What's the one for sneaking? There's
No?
Stealth. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll do that. Roll for stealth instead, just to
It's
keep
the
your
same plus. It don't matter.
just to keep you're keeping your conversation hidden.
Okay. 16.
Yeah. So you control your booming voice enough that as you're having a conversation,
I am whispering.
this is my whispering voice.
This is my whispering voice. Yes.
There are other dwarves that walk by, and there's other chambers you head into that aren't. It's not empty. The dwarven city is actually pretty lively at this time of night, but nobody's paying attention. Nobody looks at you, and nobody hears whatever you're about to say.
Okay, she's gonna be slightly subtle then. Slightly. As subtle as mud can be.
Subtle for a Goliath.
How are you after our campaign today? I mean, I'm sure you're just fine, but she kind of like points to her head, kind of like mentally, like, how are you?
You're wondering how I am after my father threatened my life if we didn't break open the Arkenstone. Yes?
Yes, that.
It is,
It was not subtle, that's for sure.
how do humans say this? It is, par for the course, if you will.
That Stormlord, Crowlord,
Crow, yes. Crow.
he was talking about such things being normal.
He would. Did he tell you about the true nature of the stone and what it is doing to my father?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then if he trusts you, I shall as well.
You know, we are leaving tomorrow with Crowlord.
Yes.
Would you like to come with us?
My father did not want me going on this mission, but I had planned to join.
Not good.
I take it that the champions, and she raises her voice to the three of you, are requesting my presence, yes?
Yes, the three of us would love if you were present.
She smiles at you and smirks at that, the slip with 4. And she goes, I'm sure. I will be there, despite my father's misgivings. It is, It is a momentous moment. One a princess should not miss.
Agreed. Is there a way that I might help before leaving?
What do you wish to help with?
I don't sleep much, so I do not mind wandering, possibly finding things that we might need to acquire and get away from the king.
You don't strike me as one who could be very sneaky.
I am very persuasive.
Well, she's very persuasive.
Besides, I have friends who, now that they don't have armor that is disadvantage on stealth, they can be sneaky.
She pulls the three of you into a small side cavern, kind of waves you over, just and kind of pulls on your pants a little bit because she's about at your, give or take, like your thigh region on you, which is about everybody else's, belly button, chest area, and she's like, "Come in here." So I suppose that my lover told you all about his wish to assassinate the king as a means of breaking the curse of the Arkenstone. Yes, we speak plainly now.
Much kind of like.
You actually do have to crouch down a little bit to be in this little chamber because it's a little short for you. You know, your head could graze the top of it if you didn't duck down. So she looks at Kieran and Yasin and goes, "And how does this sit with the two of you?"
Well,
What-
we,
Well,
But-
technically, they already have a plan for this, but I don't like the plan. So I was just seeing if there was anything else we could do.
She puts a calming hand on your arm as she reaches out and she goes, "I understand, Mud. Kieran, you were about to say something."
we were trying to decipher a method of extracting the influence of the Arkenstone from Lord Fafnir.
And you, Yasin, your thoughts?
Here we are trying to stop a war, but now we're in the middle of an assassination plot. We're swamped.
He did ask a lot of you three to trust you in that way, but I will say he does not trust often. I believe the latest threat of my father against my life tipped the scale. I do not wish to see my father dead. He is my father. And regardless of what the Arkenstone has done to him, I would rather die than watch anyone kill him. Kieran, you say there is another way.
I've used this astral projection ability to almost absorb elements. Maybe there's a way that I could absorb it, the influence of the Arkenstone upon him, from him, and then place it back inside the Arkenstone. Basically undo what it is doing to him.
You watch her eyes start to well up with tears, and everything that's strong and hard about her just softens immediately, and she just takes your hand in both of hers. My dear Lord Kieran, I would be forever in your debt if you could save my father in such a way. You would have not only the loyalty of this princess, but of this entire kingdom, if you could save him. Anything you need will be there for you. Please don't let my father die. I cannot lose Papa.
Can I I'll just kind of like rest my hand on her shoulder. And like I'll just, I guess, allow my like astral energy to just kind of like project calming like aura.
Roll a roll persuasion. See if you can kind of help her to calm her emotions.
16?
Yeah. So you kind of, let these calming energies wave off of you, and you can see her start to calm and her tears start to subside as she kind of dries them a bit with her cape. And then, thank you, Kieran. All of you. Many things will happen on this ship tomorrow as we approach Yggdrasil. I suppose my love has asked you to follow his lead, has he not? I ask that you follow your better judgment instead. He means well. And I love him dearly. But he would do anything to protect me. And some things I don't want him to do. You understand? It's family. Whatever you decide, I will help you as much as I can.
Mud kind of twinges at the whole family thing, but she does get what she's saying, and almost feels guilty for just wanting to go around and killing people for.
Would you like me to off him for you in the middle?
I mean,
of
I
the
can
night?
kill anybody. What do you need?
What you need, free of charge. I recommend that you all get some rest tonight. It'll be a long day tomorrow, for sure. Much will happen. And if the delegation from the Dragon Clan is there as well, I don't know if we can prevent the war that's about to come. I bid you all a good night. Try to sleep well. And she gives you one last look, Kieran, and then turns and leaves.
No,
Okay.
sorry.
Is there anything, anybody on both sides of the waters, either in the Dragon Clans or in the Dwarven Mines, anything that any of you would like to do before you take a long rest and venture aboard the longboats to head to the World Tree?
Mud's gonna do her daily check-in, but like that's not something we have to roleplay.
Click, click, all good. Click, click, all good.
All good. Meet you at the World Tree. Bye.
Any other specifics? Everybody good on the dragon side?
You just mentioned you wanted to go.
No, it's okay.
All right.
Yes. Grim.
Oh, I was just saying like 1 minute because I was still on mute.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if Leo was gonna say something.
All right, you gave a thumbs up, thumbs up. Everybody's ready to progress time to the next day? Then we shall do so. As you all sleep, each of you has dreams of turbulence, if you will. The different ways that this could go wrong plagues all of you as you think about what's going to happen when the two parties meet up and these two warring factions collide at the World Tree. Can the six of you be enough to stop a war, or will you be caught in the middle? But you all do get a good long rest, so any damage that you've incurred is healed. Any powers that you've used are all brought back to full. So you have all of your spell slots, all of your abilities. Kieran, you've got your 3 astral projections back, all that jazz. A new day dawns. And you all head to the longships. Kieran, Mud, and Yasin, you all find a box there with your names etched on them, and inside you find 3 pieces of amazing armor, a new mail shirt for Yasin, a mail cloak for Kieran that he can pull around himself. It's a weave of mail and leather onto this to help pad the chainmail, but still provide the protection that you need. You even notice some dragon scales mixed in all of this. Same for Yasin, which you imagine would help with the heat of a dragon. And then Mud, as you pick up your jacket, there's nothing physically different about it, but as you put it on, it feels better. It's like it fits you more. It cuts more around the shoulders and the biceps. It hugs around your waist, and you feel confident wearing it, as if the enchantment is almost like a warm security blanket around you. You're like, this is going, this tattoo gives me protection from harm.
Oh.
You have that sense about you, and you can tell there's something different about the jacket. I will work out the exact details for all three of you by next playthrough, so that your equipment is present and equipped, and what base stats it'll do for you, and then the extra fun stuff it does. But you all board your ships, and you head off towards Yggdrasil. There's a chant that slowly starts among the dragons. And it starts with Lady Fair, who comes up to the front of the boat and starts to sing. And not long after she starts her song, others join her. On the side of the dwarves, if this would spool up and actually play. Play, damn you. Love me. Love me and play. Why you hate me so? I'm just gonna do a little thing. I'm gonna refresh this right now. There we go. All right, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna get rid of you. Like, I want my damn song, okay? Like, I found it for a reason, and YouTube being all with me. Sometimes YouTube just kills my mojo. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh, you're gonna be like that. You're gonna be like that. Why?
The real entertainment of tonight, guys.
I know, right? Anyway, Lady Fair starts singing, and the others start to join with her. You get the sense that this song that spurts and sputters is something ancient, something that has been sung for ages. And if you could hear, you would notice that on the dwarven ship, the Lord of Crows starts his own song, the same song. It's a song that sings of what it takes to sacrifice, to push forward against the darkness, so that a new day can dawn for others. It takes days. That wasn't me, that was it blipping, because, hey. It takes days for all of you to reach the World Tree. In that time, you all continue your training, your bonding. Yasin, at this point, you can take off your jacket, and you have double the speed and advantage on attack rolls. You are something to be feared as you move across the ship. To the common people, almost flash stepping as you move in and out of the shadows. Keladri, you start to perfect your ability to teleport, moving further and further each day. And as you all approach the World Tree, you can see the two ships from either side moving into the shadow of this giant tree, staring across the edge. That really is more annoying than cool right now. Staring across the edge of the world. You hear the captains of each ship call out. Captain Persian and the current second in command who's controlling your ship, Yasin, as you stare at the edge. We've reached the edge of the world, Captain! Admiral! It's as far as we get. Anybody got any bright ideas? And that is a question for the group. Any bright ideas of how to cross the sky to get to the world tree?
Am I able to? I don't know if is my water magic enough to create some sort of what would the word be? Some sort of passage for the boat to float on, for our ships to float on.
You can try.
I'll try.
All right. So, is there anything that Kieran and Mud want to do to help Yasin with this passageway?
Yes.
Yes. But I don't
Bring
know
over and just do it.
I'm gonna do.
We lost Melissa.
I'll take 6 damage as a result to start the battle out, but I'm gonna do a reverse dissonant whispers to just like basically give him energy.
Okay. What I will allow that to do is, Kieran, I want you to roll a d20. And if you are above 10, you will be able to give him +6. So your full damage you take, you will give him a +6 to whatever he rolls.
So 17.
Okay, that'll do. So yeah, you can go ahead and take your 6 points of damage, and we will add that to Yasin. I'm telling Alyssa she may want to log out and log back in. No, we can't hear you. She's like, fuck.
How about now?
Yep, can hear you now.
There we go.
No, like what was going on? Sorry, I didn't hear. I'll watch it. Whatever
No,
later.
you're good. So here's the gist of it, because we're not done yet. You are all at the edge of the world, and both people who are controlling the wheel have kind of asked across all the ships any bright ideas for getting across. And Yasin and his crew have an idea that they're going to come up with, and I'm going to go to the dragons in a second to figure out what you all come up with. Mud, how are you going to anything that you want to use to help Yasin out?
I'm going to give him pretty much the same things I did to like train him. Those like emotional, like, come on, you can do better than this. You know you're stronger than this. You know, that kind of stuff. Do it. I don't know what else to do. I don't have magic or anything. I'm gonna also stand there and kind of give him support. So if he starts to like, I don't know, if he's pulling too much and he's starting to like waver, I'm going to hold him up.
Okay.
Spotting me. I get it. Yeah.
I got you. Yes.
Yasin, I want you to roll 2 d20s, and you're going to add 6 to it because of Kieran. And just hold on to what that number is.
Okay.
We're going to move over to the dragons.
Yeah.
Eldry, Grim, and the pretty one. Yasin's doing too much. If you think of something for Estrella, let me know, but focus Yasin first. What is your plan for getting across the boat?
Across the boat?
I'm sorry,
Across the end of the world.
The end of the world. Across the air.
I was like, walk across. I was like, is this really a challenge? So we don't see what's ahead of us, correct?
Here's what you see. Good question. You can see the world tree. That's probably, I don't know, 500 feet out, if you will. and nothing but air. So you see this is a waterfall. Everyone's kind of put the anchor down again. You're right at the edge. You see the mist and stuff rising from this waterfall, and then you gauge about 500 feet before you can see kind of where the trunk of the world tree touches something. Yes. What are you thinking?
That's a lot of fall damage.
I have a theory.
Yep.
But it's not safe.
Hey, lay it on. Let's go.
What I was thinking is I'm going to be like, hey, Alex, you there?
Yes, Grim, I'm
Hey, babe,
here.
what's up?
Okay, so
What can I do for you, love?
I'm going to say this to myself. I'm going to be like, well, only he and I can hear. I'm gonna be like, okay, so if I run and jump off the ship into the nothingness, could you catch me if I continue to fall?
Yeah, I think I could probably work something out. But what about the rest of the ship?
Well, if I don't continue to fall, then the ship can just move forward. In theory.
I see. You want to test to see what that really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could work that out. I'm pretty sure I could catch you.
Okay. I'm going to get a run. I'm gonna get a good distance back on the ship, and I don't know if this can be used for this purpose, but it's lightning lure. See if I can kind of like wrap it around the front of the ship, and while I'm running, kind of like pull to like throw myself off the ship as far as I can.
Oh, you want to use the lure like a lifeline?
Well, like
or like a catapult. Like she
like,
wants
yeah,
to use
like,
it to
to,
get
like,
herself more.
pull me forward.
Oh, that could be fun. Yeah, let's do it this way.
Okay.
I want you to roll a d20.
Okay.
If you're above a certain number I have in my head, it will determine whether or not you take damage from the lightning lure to do this, but it will propel you. I'll give you that. You can launch yourself with it. Keladri, anything that you are thinking of with the ship, or are you just gonna let Grim jump and kind of see what happens?
Okay, I don't suppose that my teleportation powers are strong enough to do a ship yet.
You can certainly try.
Me and Estrella have tried some janky stuff, so
I think we do.
You never know.
All right.
Watch the ship moves, but nobody else does. Oh!
She got the ship.
That's amazing.
Oh damn.
So I was thinking if what you're trying doesn't work, I can try teleporting, and if that fails, we can ask Mordu maybe. See if he's got something.
I could eat somebody. I could try to
Just yeet someone.
I
All right.
thought you said eat. I was like, how is that helpful?
No, yeet.
Okay, so Melissa, Grim, hearing Keladri kind of voice these ideas, is your first gut instinct to still throw yourself off the ship, or do you want to try her teleportation to back that up, or to call on Mordu?
Oh, I forgot about Mordu.
Yeah.
Mordu.
Mordu.
I still want to see if we can cross.
Okay.
So if like I don't keep falling, then potentially we could try to cross with the ship. Just have a little faith.
All right.
She just jumps off and goes onto nothing.
Oh, look at that.
5 feet down, just
Yeah.
boom.
Boom.
Okay.
There is water there. All right. All right. So you want to do a reconnaissance jump? Cool.
Yeah.
Recon.
And I'll probably
Right. What did you roll?
a 14.
14. Cool. What is lightning lure's damage?
Lightning lure's damage. 2d8.
Cool. All right, I'm going to roll 2 d8s, and we're going to see how much damage you take from this. Where's my d8? This one, right? No, it's not a d8. That's too high.
No,
This one.
it's close to that. Yeah, that one.
This one and this one. Let's see what you get here. That's an 8 and a 3. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 points of damage for Grim.
So glad we had, full rests and everything.
What?
As you lightning lure, and then we're going to get to your roll in a second, Yasin. As you lightning lure, you wrap it to the mast of the ship, kind of use it as almost a like a spring or a
Slingshot.
Slingshot. That's what I'm looking for, like a slingshot. And you just feel it propel you forward as you run and launch. And you manage to get a good 50 feet on just your jump alone. You can feel the electricity course through your body. You just kind of grit and bear it, and boom, you just shoot out at 50 feet. And then you feel yourself hit the top of the arc and start to careen downwards.
And everybody's like, what is this crazy bitch doing?
Everybody's watching. You see Captain Persian as he commands your vessel. You just see, he watches you jump on and he goes, "Oh, bloody hell!" And just Grim overboard. And everybody runs to the bow of the ship, and just you start to go 100, 200.
Oh, good.
250. You feel your skin just kind of as everything is just moving back. You can feel the spray of the water. Roll perception. Let's see what you can see.
You can see nothing but wind in your face.
I know. My hair's covering my eyes.
The ground slightly getting closer.
And you kind of feel like Alexander at your side, kind of like,
how about now?
Now?
How about now?
Now?
Okay, what is it? Perception?
Perception.
Yeah.
How about now?
17.
With 17 at 300 feet, you can see that there is land down there. Like you start to see it slowly come into view. It's almost like a desert, and you see kind of cracks in the desert floor. There's kind of a light tan, and as you look up, it leads all the way until you get to this green patch that's right under the world tree. So it is secured into ground, and just a little bit around the world tree is like a moat, if you will. You're at 400 feet now, and you see a moat of water just on the tip of your vision as far as you can see. You're not sure if it's a mirage or if it's really there. You're at 450 feet, and the ground is closing in, and Alexander's like, now shit, now
I'm like, okay, now.
You I should just let you splat. You feel wings grow out of your back as Alexander doesn't just grab you, but you almost feel the two of you merge into one being, and his wings become yours, and you feel them come out of your shoulders. You can flex and you can feel them flap with your control, and at 475 feet, you just sort of like spread them out and tilt just enough that you graze against the surface of the desert and pull up, and you get this big. You lick it.
Just lick it on the way up.
It's definitely salty. And as you pull up, you start to see that there is indeed a moat that goes around the world tree that leads to the green and to the trunk of it itself, where life seems to hang around between this desert and the waterfall behind you. Yes.
Well, I got these wings on. Is there anywhere else I can look to see if we can cross? There nothing?
No, there's no other way to cross. What I will... No, I don't want to. I'm not going to lead the witness. There's nothing that you can see that's out there, but you kind of feel Alexander's confidence and even his excitement in this moment. Kind of this like, oh shit, I didn't know this would work. This is incredible. You're flying. And with pure confidence that you could make it to the world tree on your own if you wanted to.
Okay. I guess I'll just go back to the ship and take it all in while I go up.
Okay. You can do that. And as you go back to the ship, you kind of follow the waterfall up. You can feel the draft, the updraft of the waves as it hits and the steam comes up, like kind of spray. You feel your wings catch that and just lift you up very gracefully until everyone who watched you fall just sees Grim rise up from the smoke with these big bat-like wings behind her and just. And as you land on the railing of the ship, the wings tuck back, and you feel them sort of kind of go back into your shoulder blade, and they're gone. And you feel Alexander move from his position, kind of like in your mind, and you feel his soul move to stand beside you where he normally is. Oh, that was a thing.
Good catching.
Yasin, what was your role?
Oh, I'm super proud of it. I had the 6, and then I rolled a 14 and a natural 20.
Yo, all right. So you have a combined 40 from that, one of it being with the nat 20. Hell yeah. So here's what happens on your side. You start to pool the water around the ship. And I imagine that you move yourself up to like the bow, up to the tip-top nose of it, if you will. So from that position, you are a waterbender in this one moment. And you feel Yasin's energy pour into you. You feel the encouragement of Mud and that you have trained under her brutal regimen of strength training and mental training, and everything comes together in this moment, and you start to push the waterfall further out. And you just start to move your hands in this really elegant cartwheel fashion, and the ship moves forward on a stream of water just big enough to keep your ship afloat. And as you start to move out 100, 200, 300 feet, you can see the pool of water down below that Grim was at earlier, where there is water for your ship to land. And all the vessels are now behind you. At 300 feet, you start to feel yourself sweat. And you can tell that this is a strain on you. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
So what did he do?
He's using his water bending abilities, his ability to control water, to shape water, and he's pushing it forward under the boat so they can just move down towards the tree.
Oh.
That's a 19.
Despite the pain that you are feeling, the arms are burning, your soul is burning.
You've got this.
You feel Mud's encouragement behind you. She kind of buckle a little bit, and she picks you up, and she's like, let's go. And you just push forward, and you make it another 100 feet before you start to feel more pain and more pressure as you're reaching the limit of where you can feel the water behind you, because you have to pull it from somewhere, and 400 feet is a damn long distance for you to shape water with. You're at the edge of what any waterbender has ever done in your clan, let alone any water genasi you've ever met. No one has shaped water this far. Hold there. We'll see what happens to you. Let's go to the other side. Are we going to try the teleportation method, Caladri?
I think so, yes. Misty Step.
Ooh.
Everybody's cool with trusting me.
Misty Step in the boat.
My theory did not pan out. So
It's okay. But you did discover that Alexander can give you wings, so, you know, that's cool.
He's the wind beneath the wings.
oh, bad day.
Caladri, I'm going to need you to step to the front of the boat, and you're going to have to hold the boat with this. So you're literally going to have to put like all your hands down on it, however you want to grab it, but you need to like hold the boat and take it with you.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to put my hand onto the rails on either side at the front of the ship.
Yep.
And I know too that like if I think about happy memories, it helps to channel my powers. So I'm going to think about Quirk and maybe some fun times as a child with her.
Does
Happy thoughts.
Estrella or Grim want to do anything to help Keladri out?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I would imagine Estrella would as well. I don't know. But I know in the past I don't want to say laid hands, but like we contributed to other people's arcana ability.
Yes.
So I would
So-
like to try and help with that.
I want the two of you to roll Arcana. Keladri, I want you to roll 2d20s, and let's see what you get to add to it. And in case you all are wondering, yes, I am setting these numbers incredibly high for what you're doing, because you guys are not taking the method I thought you would to get across this. So let's see what happens. Like, this is fun. Like, I'm just on the edge of my seat here.
What was the method?
I will tell you once you all safely land. Don't worry.
And probably something easier than what the fuck we're doing.
Yes.
Guys, it's like you look to our right. There's a sandbar with stairs that go all the way down.
Are you serious?
Just lower a big ass ladder. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, Keladri, give me your 2d20s.
Okay, 16 and 12.
Okay, 16 and 12. And what are we adding to that, Grim and Estrella?
20.
What's that?
20.
20? And Nat or Dirty?
Dirty.
You're at 20 and...
There.
I got a 23. Yeah.
Oof. God, your arcanas are too high. I forgot about that. Okay, cool.
Lower rolls covered by the arcana.
Okay. Here's what happens.
Hopefully we don't all die.
As you grip the kind of the banisters, this railing that's on the ship, you feel Estrella and Grim put their hands on either side of your shoulder, and suddenly the three of you form a triangle. You can all see it in your mind's eye that each of you glow with arcanic energy, and it's a funnel as the two in the back funnel to the one in the front. And anybody who has any magical ability starts to sense this buildup as Keladri takes your energies and starts to spool and swirl it bigger and bigger and bigger. This giant cloud of Misty Step energy. And for a brief moment, Keladri's eyes shine white. And in her irises reflect this Stargate-like portal that is spinning with this energy. And she just kind of breathes out. And this portal moves from the front of the ship to the back of the ship. And all of you can feel, whether or not you're magic, you can feel your souls and skin and particles just stretch forward. And then just that that happens when that spring back action. And as you do, you feel the boat rock and hit water and glides until Persian goes shit, and he turns real hard. The anger drops, and you just kiss the trees on the other side where the world tree is. All the other boats land in a similar fashion. Keladri, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Please don't be out for this battle.
30-20.
Nice. That does it. You feel yourself slack a bit, but then the energies of both Estrella and Grim kind of renew you, and you take no damage from doing something that is incredibly difficult for anyone to do in a teleportation fashion. You successfully transported your fleet to the World Tree. Up above, if you look, you can see as Yasin's vessel is starting to slowly move its way down, kind of at a 45-degree angle on this wave of water. What was your con saving throw, Yasin? Or rather, make one more con saving throw for me in this moment.
Okay, I was going to say, wait a minute.
400 feet.
When that happened?
400 feet from the World Tree.
Oh, God.
Or you're at 400 feet, so you're 100.
I was going to say.
You're literally 100 away from the World Tree.
Oh, shit. 10.
Here's what happens.
Oh, no.
As you start to work harder than your muscles and your spirit can handle, the boat starts to shake. And everybody watching from below, you can see almost like it's hitting turbulence. And the water starts to sputter underneath it. And as it does, the boat and hits the next bar and hits the next bar as things sputter and move forward. Yes, Grim.
Can me and Estrella use Mage Hand to try to steady it?
Yes. Roll.
Sorry, y'all. I know he's got like 2 people, so I was like, I feel like me and Emily would do this.
Yeah. Roll a d20. Let me know your numbers.
Are we doing like with any modifiers or just rolling a d20?
Just a straight d20.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
5.
Okay. Not bad. That does better than my 2 rolls that I did to counter against you. Basically, I was playing gravity. As the ship buckles for the last time and the water just dries out, Yasin collapses into Mud's arms, just exhausted. But at that moment, both Estrella and Grim reach out with Mage Hand, and you see these 2 giant hands, a left and a right hand, grab the boat from underneath and lower it about 50 feet, and just sploosh on the water that surrounds the World Tree. You reach out and catch the other boats as well, so that everyone makes it safely. Yasin's full fleet is there, his 4 ships, and everybody aboard made it safely.
So what was the easy way?
Let him
to know.
You all look around, and you start to see each person on your boat, dragons and dwarves alike, stare across the water at the others. You see King Fafnir step forward and bang his shield and sword together in an aggressive manner. And in reaction, you see the Dragon Queen step forward and raise her banner high and roar as the 2 sides prepare to go to war. And that is where we end tonight's slightly extended session. Well done. Holy crap, guys. Like, what?